While politicians are busy campaigning, our healthcare system is collapsing. And I need you to understand how bad it has gotten. Recently, three things happened that paints the entire picture. First, the Minister of Health just revealed that out of 218 billion naira allocated for healthcare in 2025, only 36 million naira was released. That's not even up to 1%. Secondly, health workers in Nigeria just ended an 84-day strike. That's nearly 3 months where hospitals in Nigeria operated skeletally. And thirdly, the sad news of Ifunaya who died from a snake bite. Not because the snake bite couldn't be treated, but because getting antivenom seemed like an impossible thing. Back to the report by the Minister of Health, the total healthcare budget is about 2.38 trillion naira. But that's only about 4% of our annual budget when it should be actually 15%. Now, what do I mean by this? Back in 2001, Nigeria and other African countries signed the Abuja Declaration, and they agreed to spend at least 15% of the national annual budget on healthcare. And unfortunately, we've not been able to meet that, not once in over 20 years since that declaration was signed. Even the 4% allocated to healthcare is still not being released. Let me explain this to you. The government has two budgets. They have the personnel budget and capital budget. Personnel budget has to do with salaries, and this was paid. But the capital budget relates to hospitals, infrastructures, equipment, every single thing that needs to keep the hospital running. What this means is that health workers actually got paid, they got their salaries, but there was no money for things that actually save lives. That's why Ifunaya could not get antivenom anywhere in Abuja. That's why health workers just ended an 84-day strike, nearly 3 months. That's why there are so many challenges, so many issues facing our healthcare system. We are not asking for miracles, we're just asking for basic functionality. Healthcare is very important and it must be prioritized.